So good day everyone, I'm Elisha Jane D. Henson. Today I will be discussing a very important topic in the field of educational research, plagiarism. So plagiarism is one of the most serious violations of academic integrity. It happens when a person uses another words, ideas, or work without proper acknowledgement, making it appear as their own. In research, plagiarism damages credibility, disrespects intellectual property rights, and can mislead future studies. As researchers and educators, we have the responsibility to uphold honesty and originality to ensure that the knowledge we share is authentic and trustworthy. So plagiarism isn't just about copy pasting someone's work word for word. It comes in many forms. So let's break them down one by one. So first we have direct plagiarism. This happens when you copy someone else's work exactly as it is without giving them credit. For example, copying an entire paragraph from a blog into your essay without quotation marks or citation. Okay, self-plagiarism, it happens when you use your own previously submitted work and passing it off as new without permission or acknowledgement. So for example, reusing your old research paper from last semester for a new class without telling your teacher. So next, it also called patch writing. So this is when you mix copied phrases from different sources and just change a few words, but the structure and meaning are still from the original. So, for example, taking sentences from different articles and replacing only a few words with synonyms but keeping the same idea without citing. Okay, last one is accidental plagiarism. So when you unintentionally fail to cite a source or misquote but it still counts as plagiarism. So no matter the type, plagiarism is still plagiarism. Whether intentional or not, it can damage your credibility and integrity. So plagiarism happens for several reasons. Some researchers have limited knowledge about citation rules. Poor time management leads to last-minute copying. There is also academic pressure to publish or beat deadlines, which tempts people to take shortcuts. And sometimes it's simply due to careless note-taking, where original sources are mixed with personal notes without clear distinction. So academically, plagiarism can result in failing an assignment or subject. It could also lead to suspension, expulsion, or loss of scholarship or honors. Professionally, it can damage a teacher's or researcher's credibility that can result in job loss or cause published works to be retracted, which is both career-ending and embarrassing. So legally in the Philippines, plagiarism is covered under Republic Act number 8293, the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines. So this law protects the rights of authors and creators over their works. Plagiarism can amount to copyright infringement, which can lead to civil liabilities such as paying damages to the original author, and even criminal liabilities like fines or imprisonment. In other countries, they have similar or stricter copyright laws, meaning plagiarism can have global consequences for published researchers. In educational research, plagiarism is particularly harmful because it compromises the validity and reliability of findings. If a researcher plagiarizes, the trust in the research process is broken, and future researchers may rely on false or unoriginal work. So, as graduate students in mathematics education, our contributions help shape the body of knowledge in our field, so protecting integrity is essential. So, plagiarism can be avoided by following these best practices. First, use proper citation styles. Second, paraphrase effectively by rewriting ideas completely in your own words and style, not just changing a few words. And use plagiarism detection tools before submission. And most importantly, manage your time well so you are not tempted to copy at the last minute. There are several tools that can help us ensure originality. First, here Turnitin. In conclusion, plagiarism is preventable when we are aware of proper academic practices and commit to honesty. By respecting the work of others and being transparent in our own research, we protect the integrity of educational research and ensure that our contributions are meaningful and trustworthy. So that's it for my report. Thank you for listening, everyone. God bless.